YouTube is messing up. But yo, so according to reports, Manchester United are seriously considering a move to sign Matthias de Ligt from Bayern Munich. The 24-year-old center back is viewed as an increasingly viable candidate as United's efforts to strengthen the back line intensify. Basically, club-to-club negotiations have started taking place, and there is certainty the move will happen. However, he has emerged as a concrete target. De Ligt has been on Old Trafford radar ever since coming through at Ajax, guys, with a long-term standing admiration continuing when he joined Juventus in 2019 and Bayern 3 years later. United's interest is matched by that of a manager, Erik ten Hag, who worked alongside de Ligt at Ajax as a head coach and would welcome the reunion. Guys, what do you guys think about Ligt? All right, but it looks like this thing is actually Ineos led, right? Ineos feel that, okay, this player could actually work for us, which is very interesting. Initially we were talking about this. We were like, okay, even if we're trying to get de Ligt, he kind of doesn't really fit with the the payment structure we're trying to go with, right? Because we were like, okay, if United is going to bring anybody, we're not going to pay him crazy money, right? Because de Ligt coming to United, weekly wages will be looking at maybe 250 thereabouts a week. That's 250,000, right? And this is something like United has been trying to stay away from, especially for a defender coming in. And you know what? Premier League is a whole different ballgame, right? It's a whole different ballgame. So by us risking bringing a player like de Ligt to Man United, it could be risky. And also, we're trying to step away from the whole, paying crazy money especially for a defender, right? A striker, maybe you can do that, but not for a defender like de Ligt, who, honestly, 2 clubs that he has been to. Juventus, he kind of flunked, and then boom, he was offloaded to Bayern, and again, Eric Dyer, benched him, which unheard of, right? For a player like him, and he kind of has some injuries, situations going on. So, it's interesting to see that we're actually going for him. Now, according to Fabrizio, he's saying that actually the whole idea of de Ligt is in addition to, so we may be getting 2 defenders, right? Which is really good because honestly, with Varane leaving and injury situation with Lisandro Martinez, our starter with left-footed center back, we definitely need 2 defenders, right? We definitely need a left-footed center defender like Branthwaite, he can play in both feet, right? Which is really good to see. So Branthwaite, definitely, he's one of the target that we definitely have to get in. And then you also need another right-footed center back, which that will be de Ligt. So de Ligt can play alongside Branthwaite, or if Branthwaite was to play, say for example, Lisandro Martinez is injured and Branthwaite has to cover that left side of center back, then it can, both of those can play alongside each other. Or if one of them is bench, de Ligt starts and then plays with Lisandro Martinez. So this is it's good to see that we're kind of prioritizing, bringing in like more strength in that defense, right? Because listen, hey, what's up, PK? Thanks for joining. Listen, I just jumped in here real quick so we can talk about this news that we are actually going in for Matthias de Ligt. Talks are ongoing, right? Now, people are saying, out there, they were like, listen, another Ajax player, ex-Ajax player, another ex-Ajax Ten Hag type of, like someone he's coached before. You know what? Hey, PK, I'm glad you like this idea, man, because with de Ligt coming on board, it's going to be like 3 players, for example, in that defense and goalkeeper that have played a lot, with Ten Hag, so they kind of know how Ten Hag likes to advance the ball, that kind of situation. So in goal you have Onana, and then you have Licha, and then with the Lit, three of them already. They already know. Okay, this is how Ten Hag likes to play when we start playing Ten Hag ball. Which, listen, this season we have to see that Ten Hag ball. No excuses, because Ten Hag has been given like a second lease in life kind of situation, right? Saying like, hey man, listen, Ineos were like, okay, we're gonna give you, another contract, which according to reports, he'll be signing here soon, right? So, and then it looks like also Ten Hag has some kind of pull too, right? Because all we by him, getting in his coaches, for example, like Rene Hack coming on board, and then I don't know if Van Nistelrooy was his request or Ineos, but still he's getting coaches that can work with him, and now Ineos going for the Lit again. It has to be something that Ten Hag kind of gave an okay to, because some people, we all thought like, okay, if Ten Hag is gonna sign this new contract, he's not gonna have much say in the incomings and the outgoings kind of situation. We look like that may not be the case, right? Because if the Lid comes and signs, definitely what's his name, Ten Hag has said, oh yeah, I want this player. Now, what kind of deal we're gonna do with Bayern? Bayern, according to reports, I think they've already signed a replacement. I think Tar and somebody else, I don't remember. So they've already signed some defenders, right? So most likely Bayern will be willing to play ball with us. Now, we're not going to pay, I think he's going to cost us like what, 40 million or something like that, right? So if it's going to cost us that much, we have to do something like a deal where that we're not going to pay him 250. We can say, okay, guys, Bayern, take 30 million, and then the difference we're going to use it to cover the Lid's maybe salary or some situation like that. But him coming in and demanding 250 k is not going to work, all right? And I hope Ineos don't do the whole Glazer deal where we just chuck money at whatever we want, thinking like, okay, this is how to do it. Hopefully that will not be the case, right? So I like this deal. I think the more defenders we have, quality defenders who can play ball, is good to see. Let me see. Cameron, I see you say, so Onana and Ligt have played together. Sorry about that. My connection here. I don't know why I decided to do to do this live at a soccer field. I just saw the news, so I had to jump in here. My bad if kind of buffering. But yeah, so the chemistry is going to be there, as my boy said here, right? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Smash a like, please. If you're new here, hit that subscribe. Yeah, so the chemistry will already be there, which is, in any team, you need that chemistry in that defense, right? So definitely it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we are actually working on, giving Ten Hag the tools. That way, there's not going to be excuses, right? Next season, finishing 8th, oh my gosh, man. It's not going to happen, man. It cannot ever happen again, because it won't look good. It won't look good. And those some folks who are Ten Hag outers, yeah, they'll be like, I'm sure they'll be waiting for him to mess up. Once we start losing some games, come December, people will be like, you know what? This is why this guy should have been kicked out of this team. He's not the right person, kind of situation, So it's all positive stuff so far, and with Ten Hag due to sign his new contract, I'm sure in the next week or so we're gonna hear some more news as far as outgoings, and hopefully we get a signing, man. I just get Ineos. Seriously, look at me, Ineos. Please sign somebody, okay? We need signings. Xerxes, according to reports, we see that AC Milan have dropped out, right? So if they've dropped out, it's only us going after Xerxes. So let's just go in and let's sign him. Bring him in. Well, at least we'll know. Okay, we got a striker in the bag. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, a lot of movements we're gonna see here in the next couple of weeks, I think, because we see, especially the Euros, they're coming close to an end. Some of these players, they'll be going back home, so maybe we can finalize some deals. So this is all positive stuff. I like what Ineos is doing. We see that they're working on multiple deals, right? This we've never seen this before, right? Ineos is working. Imagine this: working on Zerk's deal, working on Brantwaite's deal. Ineos is also working on who? Who else? Okay, Van Nistelrooy deal, Renee Hackett deal to come in. They're working on Ten Hag deal. Okay, that's you can walk and chew gum at the same time, and that's what Ineos is showing. That look, it's a new ball game here. We are here. We can work on the multiple deals at the same time, instead of like back then, Woodward time. It will be like one deal at a time, and then once you complete that deal, then you can work on another deal, right? So it looks like Ineos, they're operating differently, right? And the whole Todibo thing, man, that really disappointed me, man. I really hope the lawyers that were brought in, they can work something out to bring Todibo, right? Because we see Man City, they're able to work around it, and United, we should be able to find a way to work on these deals, right? So so it's 30 to 35 mil, man. So it's not crazy, right? So everybody, welcome. So we got to get these deals in. But yeah, imagine now if we can find a loophole, because these lawyers, man, lawyers can always find a loophole, and we find a workaround, and then Todibo comes. Oh man, it will be a good times at United, right? It'll be good times. Hopefully we can maybe offload Maguire, if Todibo comes, because I don't see us getting Todibo, De Ligt, and Brantwaite. Maybe Ineos are prioritizing De Ligt now because they know, okay, there's no way we can bring in Todibo, right? And so UEFA find their rules, man. Like, the rules are not fair, which is pretty disappointing for us, because we really wanted Todibo. I'm sure a lot of you guys wanted Todibo as well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see what else. What other news that is out there that we saw happening today? Well, guys, I don't know if you guys are you guys watching obviously you're watching the Euros. Okay, Rasmus. I don't know, man. Rasmus, he hasn't really impressed me very much. Come on, like, I know he's young, but he's not clinical. He's not clinical. Now, by me saying that, I know he's not clinical, but think about it this way: with Van Nistelrooy coming in, what? Listen, I'm sure Van Nistelrooy is going to sit him down. It's going to be, look, this is where you need to be, right? This is where, right? This is where you need to be when you're in the box. Let me show you, right? So Van Nistelrooy is going to be something like this. Look, Rasmus. You see the goal right there? The ball needs to be in there, okay? The ball needs to be in there. This area here, you should be hanging out around here, right? The ball needs to be in there, man. Okay. So maybe that something like that will happen. I cannot wait to see what Van Nistelrooy is going to do with Rasmus, and also if we sign Xerxes too, again, Van Nistelrooy knows how to work with the youth, and all the signings that we have. What signing, guys? That's another thing I'm excited about. All the signings that we're getting, they're all under 25 kind of deal, which is good. We're signing youth players that can last us for a while, right? And they have the energy, they have the hunger to go in there and show what they can do. Like all this, the Xerxes is not like top striker out there, right? So he has a point to prove. So we'll see, with him coming in, and then also De Ligt is also young. He's only like 24. Brantwaite is also young. So we're signing these young players, and we already have Kobe Mainu. We already have Garnacho. Come on, Amad Diallo. And listen, another thing, talking about Kobe Mainu. I know I'm all over the place. Listen, guys, Kobe Mainu most likely is starting tomorrow. I'm kind of worried because I really don't want this English press to go at our kid, man, because Kobe Mainu is legit, right? And I'm thinking tomorrow, if he most likely is going to start, according to reports, they're going to win tomorrow because of Kobe Mainu being in that midfield, All right. So again, all these youth players coming on board. Ten Hag has a history of working with the youth, the players, and developing them. We've seen an example of that. Van Nistelrooy also has the same history of being able to work with the youth and bringing them to that next level. It's all good stuff, man. It's all good stuff. Next season, you know what? We are going to be doing something. I believe it. And the minimum I'm going to give Ten Hag once I talk to him later on today. Kidding. I'm just kidding. When I talk to Ten Hag, I'm going to say, you have to give us another trophy next season. All right? Bare minimum. I don't know what kind of trophy it is. We need a trophy. Okay? And, top four that's the only way. Okay? Top four and a trophy. Leave me a comment and see what is your minimum you want to see from Ten Hag next season. Of course, we need to see some type of proper Ajax type of ball, right? Something we contain the ball. We're dominant. We're not just getting run over in that midfield like we did this past season. We need to see something different, something that we can say, okay, if you look at it, we're like, oh yeah, that is definitely a Ten Hag type of ball, right? We haven't seen that, so hopefully we see that. Right, so guys, leave me a comment and let me know what you want for Ten Hag next season, right? And also, how do you think? What kind of how many strikers do you think we're gonna sign? Is it just gonna be Xerxes and Bidan, so we're gonna have 2 strikers? That's it, or you think Ineos may go with another one? Then again, it all depends on money, right? So we'll see. Let me know. Guys, I just want to jump in here real quick. I appreciate you guys all being here. Cameron, what's up? You know what? Thanks for the comment. Let's see. You know what, guys? Listen, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you supporting the channel. I'm out of here. You know what? Again, smash a like, hit the subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much, people. Peace out.